they granted my bail was cancelled, and that I may be prosecuted. That after conviction, I may be sentenced to a fine of 16,000. Then we deal with the provisions of section 60, sub 4, sub 8, regular section 50. Worship, I respectfully submit that each of these are almost a repeat of what we've had up. Where we referred earlier to the prophet, we hereby refer to the prophet test. We deal with section 60, sub 4a to D, and I beg the court not to read say out to save time. Worship, I'm indebted to the court. We then deal paragraph 17 with 64D. That's exactly the same. 1860 sub 9, 1960 sub 11B, and 20 with the general issues. I then beg you to hand this up as the next exhibit, Your Worship, and I hand over the check to Your Worship to confirm the issues.
Right. Any objection? Notice of the game be accepted as evidence. Thank you. The second applicant, Mary Kushin, please rise. You confirm the contents of this affidavit. The signature attached on the third last page about the word according to your signature. An affidavit in support of the second applicant's formal application is case number 5 in this matter is accepted as evidence marked ABJ. Please sit down. Yes, please.
I then move on to the affidavit of the Brother In Coury. Your Worship, it says I understand. Oh, sorry, I take this. They need to have it up. Affidavit bail application by the undersigned Brother In Coury. The hereby make oath and state as follows. I am an adult, 37-year-old female, self-employed, independent financial consultant with ID number 830926057486, who reside at number 78 Craig Gavin, Clark, Elm Street, Craig Gavin, Forest, Gauteng. And the applicant in this matter, unless otherwise stated to accuse the contents hereof, the facts contained herein are all within the scope of my personal knowledge and up to the best of my knowledge and correct. Where I made submissions to legal nature, these are made on the advice of my legal representatives, with advice I accept as correct. 4. I've been advised that the state alleged that the matter resolves on the Sugar Private Criminal Procedure Act. And 5. I've been advised that in the respect of a matter that resolves on the Sugar Private, the CPA specifically state that an accused having been given a reasonable opportunity to do so, it relates to section 6011. 6. I've been advised that having regard to what is stated above, and based on the facts that were hearing under, that I have not been given a reasonable opportunity to relevant and pertinent evidence as to discharge the onus of building dealing with Sugar Private case. Full legal argument in this regard will be made at the hearing of this matter. In amplification of my application to be released from bail by the Honourable Court, I've been advised to place the facts set out herein under before the Honourable Court for due consideration. I've also been advised to go to relevant and important legal submissions, which I will deal with in this affidavit. Then we deal with the structure of the affidavit. I will start with the personal information. I'm a South African citizen with ID number 830926057586. My date of birth is 26 September 1983. I'm still 7 years old. My place of birth is Soweto, Johannesburg. I attend the Macaulay House Convent in Johannesburg from grade 1 in 1989 and obtained my matric in 2011. Next paragraph, I attended at the University of Cape Town in 2002 to 2007. I obtained a Bachelor's of Commerce in Financial Accounting in 2006. 14, I studied towards a postgraduate diploma in Financial Accounting in 2006, 2007, but due to financial constraints and part-time employment, I failed and could not reapply. 2011, I obtained a Bachelor's of Commerce Honours in Accounting to the University of South Africa. In work history, as stated above, I'm self-employed, independent financial consultant. I deal with the issue more fully here and under. I worked as a waitress at the Super Mondial in 2001, was waiting to start with my tertiary studies during on about 2001 to 2002. In 2002-2006 at the University of Cape Town, I tutored students in 2006 to 2008. I was employed as an ad hoc reporter for the parliamentary monitoring group in Cape Town. There were about 20 during my years. Students are also served as the head of the sports committee at the medical residence at the University of Cape Town. I also volunteered at the local church in the youth group from time to time. 21 from 2008 to approximately 2010, I worked as a program sponsorship manager at Sporting Chance, a non-profit organization in and in this is it should be Cape Town. I will make sure that we correct that on your worship's document. So paragraph 21 is not Johannesburg, it's Cape Town. Then I continue paragraph 22 during the years of 2010 to October 2012. I was employed as a contact center consultant by Alan Gray in Cape Town. 23 from about October 2012 to about mid-year 2013, I worked for Pride Investment Management Cape Town. 24 from August 2013 to July 2015, I returned to the employer of Alan Gray, the Johannesburg branch as a client relationship manager. 25 during my time with Alan Gray, I was afforded the opportunity to work with many non-profit organizations. It was here that I convinced you to register a company in order to provide independent financial advice and with a long-term vision of providing financial literacy and a range start. Next paragraph of 2015, I indeed did register the company in terms of the provisions that the company's name is Genesis 1221. GPT was registered as a financial literacy training company with the aim of providing independent financial advice in the future. 27, during the period between registration of GTT and December 2016, I was mostly involved in speaking engagement, which I was compensated for was honorarium. GPT was a startup company, and for that reason my time was mostly spent on writing proposals, making necessary business connections, and attending network events amongst others. During this time, I did not earn a stable income from GTT. In fact, in order to sustain my daily living expenses and the daily operational expenses of GTT, I relied heavily on angel investors. 29, during the period of about the beginning of 27 up until around December of 2018, I fell into deep depression because of the stress associated with starting a business. I spent almost all my time volunteering at the Enlightened Christian Gathering Church and other charities associated with other ministries. 30. As an entrepreneur, it's important for me to support other fellow entrepreneurs. During the period that I was employed by Alan Gray and Cloud Investments, I invested various amounts of money into small businesses and stock plots. These small businesses and stock plots periodically repaid the loans and gratuities as and when my need arose during the period of 2018 to date, which is how I'm currently surviving and rebuilding. So I think when I further received payments on various other loans I've given over the past number of years, but then I use as an employee to certain individuals of my family and the community. 32, I often organize and arrange events for the Enlightened Christian Gathering Church, which the church compensates me with gratuities. I also attend seminars where I engage in public and motivational speaking. These engagements are also compensated with gratuities. These gratuities is how I sustain my livelihood. 33, I also teach free financial education every Friday via online application Zoom called Financial Fridays. As part of my ongoing career skills development, I'm currently pursuing a bridging course in accounting through World-Class Business School. 34. I've occupied a property at number 78 Carnarvon, Elm Street, Carnarvon, and Fairways, Gauteng with my biological mother. The property was leased to us for a monthly repayment of 8,320,000 rand. A copy of the lease agreement is made available to the court if so is requested. And just want to make sure, Your Worship, whether it's attached, it is not. We will just make sure that it's handed up to Your Worship. It was handed up previously. I occupy the property at continue 35. I'm the person responsible for the day-to-day needs of my household, which include rental, groceries, water and lights, maintenance and upkeep. I've resided at the aforementioned residence since December 2018 with my husband. My mother moved in with us in 2019. I previously resided at Palavarra Estate, Inanga Road, Carnarvon, in 4 ways. Your Worship, just to again place the court into, or place this into context, her husband permanently resides in Cape Town, and when he's up here, he stays with her. Anything with the marital status, I'm married to my husband, in detail I wish to withhold to protect his privacy. I will make a document available to the court in which I will disclose these details of the court's request. We have been living together as man and wife since 2030. Next one, my husband is employed by asset management manager Cape Town. I travel between Johannesburg, Cape Town every fortnight to spend time with him. My mother is a 65-year-old pensioner who is financially dependent on me. I will all the details to protect the privacy. I will make a document available to the court in which I will disclose these details at the court's request. As stated, the person, she currently resides with me. 14. My first younger sister lives in Midland. I have one niece and one nephew through her. I will hold their personal details to protect the privacy. I will also make a document available to the court in which I disclose these details at the court's request. 41. My second younger sister lives in Nigeria. I have hold her personal details to protect the privacy. I will make a document available to the court in which I disclose the details at the court's request. Worship will notice from the document that we landed up in the emails. All these details are contained within, and I think the important fact is that we've made it available to the investigating team to follow up. For I do not have any children. However, my mother and my sisters are financially dependent on me. My sister's children are currently homeschooled for financial reasons at my residence in Carnarvon, Cape, and myself and my mother. 43, I have 2 paternal half sisters, 1 paternal half brother, and a stepmother living in Dora, Zambia. The last time I saw them was when my father was still alive many years ago. I wish to emphatically state that I do not have a close relationship with my half brother and half sisters. Assets, I own both immovable and movable property. My movable property is valued at $25,000 and includes clothing items and other personal items. My immovable properties are as follows. And we then state the 10 Whitlock Street Centre for Elizabeth, valued at $2,200,000. The property is bonded. As I say, we are in possession of the lease agreements. They will also make available to the investigating team on the joint owner of the property, which is situated at number 2, Malcolm Court, Bankstown Road, Cape Town, valued at approximately $2.3 million. The property is a standard bank. There is, however, substantial equity in it. Expenses are responsible for making payments on behalf of myself, my mother, and my younger sister in respect of inter alia loans, rent, household expenses, cell phone, and expenses, and other travel expenses. My expenses pertaining to well-being of my mother and my sisters often surpass an amount of $10,000. Without my financial support, my mother will not be able to survive the charges. At the time of writing this statement, I and myself nobody knew I can afford the benefit of consulting with one another, either on the charges or the conduct of the police doctor. Myself and my legal team has also not been afforded an opportunity to consult on the warrants of the arrest which are being issued, nor the underlying affidavit thereto. I understand the discussions between myself, my attorneys, as for the living and municipal director, of the DPCI, I'm just going to restrict the information. That the charges before against me may fall under Schedule 5. However, I reserve my right to reply to any allegations made by the state in this proceeding as and when I receive any information pertaining to the matter at hand. Paragraph 51, I've been advised of my right in terms of Section 35 of the Constitution, and more specifically, I have the right to remain silent with regard to the merits of the matter for purpose of my application to be released on bail. I never exercise such right. That is, of course, depending on what the state says, and we will reserve the right to amplify. I wish to state emphatically that I'm not guilty of any wrongdoing at the time around the Bishop. That's the last 3 periods must be taken out. We will again deal with it on your worship's original statement. As stated above, I challenge the state to set out in details of what I've alleged to have done, thus affording me the opportunity to consider and meaningfully deal with these said allegations. Travel documents are held a valid South African passport. No reservation having ever not passport to the court and or doing this. History of antisocial behavior, previous convictions. I have no previous convictions, not been in cases, submissions regarding the factors to be considered when the signing page should be granted. Your worship, then we deal with section 64A, danger to the public, 64B, C, D and E, again, I beg leave to the court. These are the regular submissions that's made, not to read same into the court, and that we later on prevent. I then also deal with section 60 sub 9, your worship. Again, these are commonplace submissions made in an affidavit, and it's normally fully addressed when the submissions are made to the honourable court. Your worship, I think what is important though is I want to very quickly deal with 62. I submit my incarceration rate to trial with prejudice being extreme, in that I'm likely to take custody for a lengthy time and view the fact that the investigation in this matter is likely to continue for many months. Really, this is a full premise on what we heard on the statement of the prosecutor. I've been advised, which advice I accept, that it will take a period of approximately over a year, if not longer, for the matter to be set down at trial. This will be a false premise on the issue of the trial road. It's common knowledge that COVID-19 has really affected trial roads. 64, I think, undertake to extend a court on every postponement hearing pending further investigation for the trial of this matter, and the trial that may ensue. 65, I submit that if I remain incarcerated, I will undoubtedly suffer serious financial loss of the fact that I will not be able to attend to my business, family responsibilities, and social commitments. My financial loss, should I be continuously incarcerated, will be irreparable and will have far-reaching adverse consequences on me and my family. 66, I further submit that my incarceration continues to detention will not be in my best, nor in the best interest of justice. And that paragraph, I will also be separated from my husband, my mother, and my sister, with whom I love dearly. But because it is being commissioned, your worship, and signed by the applicant. Before I hand it up, may I please request that I uplift your worship? In the meantime, I'm going to hand up the lease agreement that's as Annex A there to your worship. Worship, I beg you to approach the Your worship, I then beg leave to hand sign back to your worship. There is the lease agreement that's annexed by your worship. I hear it is. Your worship, reference is made inter alia to the lease of the first and the second applicant's property. We didn't think it's necessary to hand it up, but we will, just for completeness sake, do so in due course. The state is, as far as my recollection, by state I mean the state and the police, are in possession of same. Your worship, the issue of the title deeds, that is also already in possession of the state and the police. If necessary, we will make sure that those are handed up to the honourable court. I'm happy to do that, Your Worship.
No objection, Your Worship. Can you confirm the content of this affidavit? The signature that is attached on the second last page about the current is your signature. Yes. Affidavit in support of the third applicant's command verification, who is a case number 6 is the second evidence. It is
May I please the court, Your Worship? Your Worship, I do respectfully submit this is provisionally our case. We do, however, reserve the right to supplement this case if and when we have sight of the affidavits produced by the state, with reservation also of the issues that I have dealt with before with Your Worship. I have nothing further at this point to add, Your Worship. I do, however, want to state one thing for the record. Unfortunately, yesterday there were issues to get access to the accused at prison. We attended there and we waited for more than an hour. I know the head of the prison quite well. He was even approached, and we were just told that it's impossible to get access because of various COVID-19 regulations. So I just want the court to be aware of that we were deprived of an opportunity to consult with our client. This morning, we have the same issue of time with our clients. We're very limited in that they arrived very late at court, and there was various issues that we needed to deal with that took preference at this morning, one of them being the application for media release. Worship, if you will bear with me, we have nothing further at this point in time, Worship.
Number 1, number 2, as well as the company cited as accused number 3. They are appearing in this court on the 30th of October. We arranged this date as prevalent, and on that date, there aren't any formal verifications that are opposed as such. There's only 2 stopper matters, but those 2 matters are going to take more or less 10 weeks for each. It's not going to be long. So I suggest that we proceed on the 30th of October. The reason why I'm saying that is because on Monday, there's a matter that was booked for the entire day. State, this is, I can't mention his name, but it's booked for the entire day. There's 2 accused persons in that matter as well. There's another matter as well that is booked for that day. For the whole, there are matters that were pre-booked and the people have been interested for a lengthy period. Because of COVID-19, there was a time when we couldn't proceed with the formal verification, the time when the building was closed down because of COVID cases. And those people had to take on another level and given preference, seeing that they've been custody for quite some time. The 30th is reserved specifically for this matter, and that is for accused number 123. I don't see the reason why we cannot proceed on that day and go to the finalize this formal verification.
Your Worship, may I just place the following on record? I have learned that there was an urgent application yesterday in the High Court pertaining to the matter that Your Worship has just referred to, and there was an agreement reached by the state and the defense that that matter will appear in court on Monday. Now, as for a 5-minute adjournment, I need to take instructions on Your Worship's suggestion. I believe that it will not find favour with my client, so I need to take instructions if it pleases the court. Thank you. Yeah, we will tell you, Your Worship. Thank you very much for the intelligence.